I will have no sound?
But there's just, you'll see subtitles.
Oh, okay, cool.
Live on Twitch and Floatplane. Hey,
Sweet.
hello. Quiet on set, everybody.
Sup, Twitch? Sup, Floatplane? Hold on, let me get my Floatplane peeps on the chat. The chatteroony here.
I just want to make your bump your camera up a little bit.
The chatteroony balloony.
Sorry, I didn't know if you wanted chat.
Not really, but I was gonna jump on Floatplane anyway.
Hey, Floatplaners.
Just cause they're my Floatplane peeps.
I want to be a Floatplane.
Sorry, you gotta get good first.
You gotta go to some factory for that kind of work.
Let's go to some factory. Is this a slang I'm not familiar with?
To convert from human to floatplane?
I want like a mech suit, but it's a Floatplane.
Okay, a mech suit. Why do I even talk to you people? And why does my LastPass keep not having all the settings the permissions that I keep giving it?
Oh my god, YouTube.
What's happening?
Oh, why is YouTube so stupid?
What's happening?
What'd it do now?
I gotta stop the thing for a second.
Asterific! Hopefully you guys are ready for this. I have no idea what they're seeing right now. What do they see?
You?
Me, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not a game, ladies and gentlemen.
We're just on Twitch and floatplane right now.
I know. And I'm letting them know that this is not a game, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I gotta exit my CMS here so I can pull up my live Floatplane nonsense. And I'm getting my chat up in here. Is this in the way, Andy?
Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
That's okay. It's in the way. All right. So how about over here? Is that in the way? That's fine. Not a game. But it's like it's made in a game engine. So this might be my finest clickable title. That's what I like to call it. Clickable title work ever. We're gonna be checking out LG's booth at, I don't know, what is this? IFA?
Hey.
Okay, yeah. So LG's booth at IFA. But instead of in person, obviously, we're gonna do it in Unity Engine. They actually made their, okay, you know what, let's start the YouTube stream. I feel like I'm ready.
Well, it was more for to see if I'm ready, but
Oh, are you ready?
it seems fine.
Is everything working?
Yeah, it seems fine.
All right, everything's working. Let's do it, boys. Okay, so you're gonna have to tell me when I'm live on YouTube, though. So you have to watch the dashboard there.
Yeah. All right, sure.
I'm pressing resume selected
All right.
in 3.
Yeah, YouTube like takes a sec to actually do things, so maybe you should just like
Yeah, I pressed it.
Okay,
I pressed it. So just you let me know. You let me know when we're live there.
Yeah, I don't see anything here.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be grand. It's gonna be extra, as the kids say. Extra.
Excellent connection.
Extra stream. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the future! Because this is unlike anything we've ever done before. In the past, when companies wanted to make big product announcements or show off their latest innovations, everybody would get on planes and we'd all travel to the same place, and they'd pay, in some cases, like, 6+ figures on these gigantic booths full of the most amazing, marvelous technology, and you'd go and you'd see it in person. Well, the year is 2020, and that's dead. Every major show was canceled, including CES next year, and one of the big ones, of course, is IFA, which would have been going on right now. So LG actually came up with what I think is one of the coolest workarounds for the current global pandemic condition that I have seen. They apparently created their own IFA booth entirely in Unity Engine. So what we're about to see, this is my first time experiencing, I will be going through fresh with you guys. What we're about to see is what LG would be showing off in person, what I could potentially walk around on a show floor and see and touch and get hands-on with. But instead, it's gonna be, well, kind of a video game, kind of, sort of. It's not a game, but it's like, you know what, it doesn't matter. Let's select our language here. Sound is on, so we can hear the docent voice and sounds. Docent is actually a word I only learned quite recently. It's the person who shows you around. So welcome to IFA 2020 LG. We are here in Berlin. Ha ha! Ha ha! Remember travel? Confirm. Okay, WASD to move. Oh yeah. Got my like RGB keyboard and stuff here. Click to move. Wait, okay, now I'm confused. And mouse around to rotate. These are like the worst instructions ever. LG, I love you guys so much, but you could probably just say like, it's a video game and just move around like a video game. All right, now take a look around. You can move by pressing keys WASD. You can move your camera by clicking and dragging the mouse. Okay. Okay, it's a little chugtastic. Interesting. They went and put like some kind of like motion smoothie stuff in here. Oh, I see. So you have to hold your mouse to pan the camera. How interesting. That is not like a video game. Okay. All right, so we got a skybox up here. Yep, there's our skybox. We've got sorry, my German's a little rough, so the Eingang. Entrances. Good, there's English underneath, thank goodness. LG OLED, the power of self-lit pixels, yeah. Now what's weird is that this IFA doesn't have any signage from any other brands. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange, Jake? What do you think? No. Yeah, it's very odd. It's nothing but LG Quad Wash, LG Puricare, LG InstaView, LG Dual Cool, LG Cord Zero, LG Styler. Oh, they couldn't come up with enough stuff to fill all of the banners here with different LG things. Okay, life's good from home. More OLED stuff. This video is sponsored by LG, by the way, if that wasn't self-evident. All right, let's go ahead and enter the show floor. Do I have to walk up to it or like, what's let's go. Oh!
Welcome to LG's virtual exhibition at IFA 2020. Welcome to LG's OLED universe that makes your viewing experience spectacular,
regardless if you're watching on a big screen or a small one. Next, docent tour. Well, we're definitely doing the docent tour, right? Is that right?
You don't have audio, so.
But they want to hear the docent, don't they? Am I just gonna be like talking over the docent?
We were just talking over the docent.
Ah, sick. All
Use
right,
the
cool.
button to move.
So I'll just
now
rudely
enter the
interrupt.
LG
Use
Home
the button
Entertainment.
to move, and you can now enter the LG Home Entertainment booth. This is hilarious.
Whoa.
Like, this is actually kind of sick. I told LG there's no promises that I'm not gonna like make fun of their booth video games, so stay tuned. This is gonna be fun. So we've actually seen. What is this? I wanted to look at the stuff. Where's my stuff I wanted to see? Did I just get bamboozled into live streaming LG's marketing video for OLED? Oh no, they're probably talking me through this like cool wall. I'm totally interrupting, aren't I? Okay, now I've actually seen this before in person, which is cool. So I can sort of describe to you how awesome it would look if it was. It's pretty awesome. So it's basically just like a big wall of OLED like curved screens. Even though curved TVs have kind of gone out of fashion over the last few years, they definitely still can curve them. You'll still see it in things like commercial signage and stuff like that. So walking through, they've done like a tunnel that you can walk through, and they've done like a wavy wall like this before. It's actually pretty impressive, and bezels are so small now that the whole thing looks pretty darn seamless. One thing that's a big improvement over previous LG booths that I've been in is it's a lot quieter, and you don't have to like smell all the people next to you. So why don't we let the float plane chat figure out. Linus really needs to hear the sound. Well, I don't know. Do I have?
No.
Like, do these headphones have anything?
No.
You know, there's an app that makes it so you can output to dual devices. Yeah, it's fine. We apparently didn't get that figured out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. We've got the. Is there a way for me to get sound like by plugging these headphones into your computer or something, Jake? Like, can you hear it?
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea.
Hey, that's me.
We need a really long extension, though.
Got the boss here with the not that bad of an idea. Well, no, these are M50 whatevers. They've got a super long cable. Can you reach? Is that gonna reach? Yeah. Oh. Oh, we got this, ladies and gentlemen. All right, which way do you want me to go? I'm gonna leave it up to float plane. Should we start with Meridian Audio over here, or should we start with self-lit LG OLED and LG Signature OLED 8K?
Hopefully this doesn't break anything.
What do you guys want?
Okay. You have headphones on? Can you hear stuff?
No, I can't hear anything right now.
Okay, just give me a second.
They want audio. You guys all want audio first. Huh, that's really interesting. I had not really expected that. All right, so if I click this thing.
LG's technological innovation doesn't stop here.
Oh, hey, I can hear the docent.
With sound experts, Meridian Audio.
Nice.
LG's AV products deliver premium listening experiences to people all
Can they see my mouse cursor?
You can really feel this high-end sound in the lounge.
Or I would be able to if I was in the lounge. Yeah.
Premium LG soundbar that won top honors at the ASO Awards.
Can I look closer?
Incredible sound that made
I can't move right now.
and an elegant yet minimalist design that works so perfectly with LG's beautiful TVs. The LG X Boom Go lineup, including
Okay, that's fine. I can walk you guys through this stuff. I know what all this stuff is. So I actually had the pleasure of listening to these Meridian speakers. Remember Travel? Back when I visited Meridian over in the UK. They are, well, they're very expensive, but they sound absolutely phenomenal. And I think this is actually, is this the, hey, Jake, is this the soundbar that we installed in my living room?
When you click the little eye thing, what model is it?
What's that?
Click the eye thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
See what it is.
SN8YG.
3.1.2 doesn't sound right.
No.
You have it.
Oh, it's Dolby Atmos though.
I think yours is the SN10YG.
10YG? Oh, okay. All right. It looks very similar. So if you guys want to see how this integrates into like a nice clean living room, we actually did a video, also sponsored by LG, a little while back. And over here we've got their X-Boom portable Bluetooth speakers. We tried, wow, we actually do a lot of stuff with LG. We tried to make a better Bluetooth speaker. It was not successful. It cost literally hundreds of dollars in labor to create it. And then over here, they've got giant versions of their Tone Frees, which we actually did an unboxing of over on Short Circuit. They are surprisingly small. You can't tell because they've got these like gigantic novelty-sized versions of the charging case for them, but they're actually really small. Like they'll fit in your little auxiliary pocket. All right, what are we looking at now? This is so weird. This is mostly stuff that I've actually seen before. Are they actually launching this thing now? Okay, so the big deal with this guy right here, so this is the 65RX, is that the screen, remember I said, you know, curved displays kind of aren't a thing anymore, but you can still curve an OLED display. Well, you can even roll it now, so it actually all rolls up into the base. I wish Control crouched so I could show you guys from a different angle here. Basically, the original concept for this, I don't think ever actually made it to market, and then this one did. It's got like a soundbar integrated into the bottom, but for whatever reason, it's not part of their signature lineup anymore. That's interesting. Honestly, the more interesting one for me, because this one's only available on 65 inches, is the GX series. So this is part of their X, so like their 10 series, or G10, excuse me, part of their 10 series of OLEDs. But G is their like gallery line. So yes, you can mount it with a stand like this, but given that they created this in Unity, I probably would have done it differently using their totally flush mount like I ended up installing in my living room. Oh yeah, there you go. So here you can see it actually installed like right flush against the wall. That's definitely how I would have done it. Instead of, like, I think you have to go buy the optional feet, which makes absolutely no sense if you're gonna get a gallery. If you're not going to mount it to the wall, then you might as well just get like a C10, right? Oh, interesting. So music actually changes as you go from one of these booths into the other. Wow, the res on that monitor says CyberPower 678. Can we kick the ball? Well, it'd be terrible if we did. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. We clip right through the ball and the tables and the couches. They are just for decoration. So what do we got in here? 88-inch OLED. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, if I could afford an 88-inch ZX for sports ball watching, I guess I would totally be into that. What's this thing worth? About 30 grand, Jake?
Which one is that?
The 88ZX. 88 inches, OLED. Is that the 8K one?
On badboy.ca, it's $40,000.
40 grand on Canadian. Okay, so yeah, about 30,000 US dollars.
40 grand, or 30 grand.
Wow.
29,999.
This one's 8K, right?
8K Z9 series OLED, yep.
Gorgeous.
Wow, it looks baller.
Yeah, it does. You know, in Unity, of course.
24 months payments for $1,125.
This can be yours for 24 easy payments of, what was it?
$1,250.
$1,250. Wow.
You could also buy a Lamborghini.
It's, I mean, I am hoping to experience this thing in person very soon. That one, I don't believe I've seen in person yet. I mean, based on how good my 77-inch GX looks, I'd say it's probably flippin' incredible. All right, let's see what else we got here. Just like I would at a regular LG booth, I'm going to kind of focus on the stuff that I am most interested in. So why don't we go have a look over here? This is so, like, ridiculous right now. So am I about to sit in a gaming chair in a game engine watching a game? Like wow, that's really edgy for like for LG marketing. Stop thinking, start drinking. I want you for US Army. What is this? What am I looking at here? Proper Stakes Hope. Is this a reference that I'm not getting? This is hilarious. Did they just find like some like man cave assets and like randomly put them in without actually reading anything? I love you guys, LG. Okay, all right. Why don't we see what the thing? Wait. There's no readout for this booth. Okay. Oh no, no, chat, that's not what they meant. That's not what they meant. Chat's all like, are they supporting drinking and driving? No, only if it's a video game. Wait, well even then, I think, oh boy, this has gone off the rails. This has gone a little bit off the rails. Okay, LG marketing talking points. We've got an 8K OLED in here, so as long as you've got an RTX 3090, then I would expect this to be one heck of a gaming experience because as you guys might know, OLED, in addition to offering perfect black and basically infinite contrast, also offers extremely fast pixel switching times for very little motion blur. So it's a great gaming experience, especially if you pick up one of the ones that happens to be G-Sync ready as well. Hold on, I gotta get my terminology right here. G-Sync compatible. So it doesn't have a G-Sync module in it. Rip the marketing people who allowed this. No, they're good people. They're good people, trust me. All right, now we've got this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let their docent talk for a little bit. I'm gonna let you finish, but it looks to me.
Your ideal gaming setup is just an LG.
Okay, no, I'm gonna cut you off, docent. Okay, this is crazy because I've been asking LG this for years. LG, what is the freaking difference between a TV and a monitor? And for years they were like, well, monitors are small, TVs are big, TVs have, I don't know, tuners in them or whatever else. That's all weak, especially because they've had monitors that are gigantic and TVs that are small lots of times in the past. So it looks like it's finally happened. They are finally ready to blur the line between monitors and TVs. And honestly, it makes a ton of sense to me. So over here, you've got your more traditional monitors. So these are featuring their IPS panels that have 1 millisecond gray to gray response times, et cetera, et cetera. Honestly, they really do a great job of high refresh rate gaming with very, very minimal motion blur. I don't know what this one over on the other side is. Is this just the same display? Yes, I believe this is the same display again. So these are great. We actually did a review of either this one or its predecessor a while back. We were really impressed with it. And then over here, this is something that I've been trying to get my hands on for some time. And LG, I know you guys are watching this. Where is my C10 48-inch, you guys? I saw Lou has one. I saw Lou uploaded a sponsored video. I've been trying to get one of these from you guys for literally months. I want this thing because it makes for a freaking incredible desktop experience. Like, think about it. You can have all of the benefit of a gigantic immersive display because it's like right there in front of you. It goes up to 120 hertz, so you can even game with high refresh rate. And, you know, let's say you like alternate, you know, aspect ratios. It's OLED. So you're effectively turning off any pixels you don't want. So if you were like, oh, hey, I want to run, you know, like I want this game to run really wide, or I want this one full screen, or I want to run some like retro games 4:3. That was one of the biggest game changers for me when I when I upgraded to OLED for my living room, was that all of a sudden, no matter what aspect ratio my content was, I never got like ugly ghost bars on the top and bottom or on the sides when they're letterboxed or pillar boxed. Makes such a big difference, especially when you're sitting in the dark. For an actual desktop setup like that I use during the day all the time, I don't know. I'd need to try it. Like, I really do want to try it, which is why I'm giving them flack about not having sent it yet, because I really do want to try it. Oh, here's the poor C10 that I actually just took out of my living room in favor of the G10. All right, LG, we'll let you try and tell us about it for a second here.
Welcome to the self-lit cinema. To recreate the cinema experience at home, you need deep black colors that match what the director intended.
Okay.
Because OLED pixels make their own light, they
by the way, filmmaker mode, which is what I think endorsed by Hollywood artists is referring to. Okay, enough of that. By filmmaker mode, honestly, I love it. That's one of the big upgrades for the C10 over the 9 series that I was using before. And it's so nice to finally just have a set and forget that just displays all the content properly. No amped up vibrancy, no like motion smoothing or anything like that. If you guys love those features, it's like, hey, you know, good for you. We can't all have taste, you know, like that's fine, that's chill. But just having like a one button that you can press and go, yep, I want to actually enjoy the content the way that it was intended to be enjoyed, freaking awesome. And I know I say this a lot, but like 77 inch is like the right size. I think I said the same thing about 55, and I'm pretty sure I said the same thing about 65. But then every time I upgrade, as soon as I try to go back to whatever I came from, I'm like, nah, not anymore. Not anymore. Especially with how affordable these things are getting. Like, yeah, the 77-inch one is not cheap, but the 48-inch one, can you check the pricing of the 48CX, Jake? $14.96. Yeah, it's like, if you had told me, like back when we were stuck, remember the dark times, right? When plasma was dead and OLED didn't exist yet, when everything was just mediocre LCD. Like if you'd told me we were gonna have a technology that was as fast as plasma, was self-emissive, could handle like huge brightness, like how high does C10 go? Is it up to like 700 nits now? I think it's in that neighborhood, which when your blacks are lower, feels a lot brighter than how high you have to go with something like an LCD. If you told me that was coming, I'd be like, oh, thank goodness. I can't wait. So what else we got? Oh, speaking of LCD, if you are on a budget, there's always the Nano 99s. They are more affordable. And then moving right along, we've got, oh, hey, I lied. I said that for whatever reason, the ZX wasn't signature anymore. Oh no, I think I said the rollable one wasn't signature anymore. So yeah, okay, here's signature. So again, if you've got 30 grand for a TV, so that brings us up to, what do we got? 30 grand here, 60. We got to do some racing gaming over here. Got 90 grand worth of virtual TVs. It's a good thing these are all virtual TVs that don't actually cost anything. Here's a cool 120 grand worth of virtual TVs up in here.
FlatPanelsHD.com measured it to, hold on, where was that?
Flatpanelshd.com. What'd they hit?
We measured peak brightness to around 740 nits.
Around 740 nits. It keeps getting better generation by generation. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Yep, 8K Ultra HD, a bunch of CES awards. Hey! What is this? Where's my quote? You guys bring me into your booth. Where's my quote in your trade show? You got 3 quotes from What Hi-Fi. You could have easily put a Linus Tech Tips quote in there. Next time, if it's not there, I'm immediately quitting. Immediately. I mean, what do these HD TV test guys know anyway? The best gaming display on the market? Now, come on. It's really cool. So this is for the OLED 48C10, but like, LG themselves has higher refresh rate displays. Like, it all depends what you're after. If you're after maximum immersion, like, okay, you can make that argument. But if you're after, you know, the best competitive edge, well, I would probably check out their Ultra Gear monitors instead of a TV. All right. Is that pretty much, wow, is that pretty much it? I guess this is all stuff I kind of talked about already. Yep, they're super slim. They can even go flat up against the wall. Yeah, they look really good. Yeah, good response times. Definitely mention that. Oh, actually, this was something that I think I was supposed to mention in some kind of previous thing with LG. They're like TUV Rhineland certified for low blue light emission, which is pretty cool. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna use this opportunity to give LG a little bit of flack, and all display makers for that matter. I love you guys. You make great TVs. Got your displays like all up in my house here. But you guys always do this, okay? When you show side by sides, you're like, ew, gross. Look at this. Look how gross this is. Look how bad these black levels are on LCD and LED. But then, wait for it. Why isn't my mouse moving anymore? I think they're cutting me off. They don't want me to keep talking. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's because I was clicking on things that you can like actually activate. But look at this. Look at this LED backlit TV. That looks just as black as the OLED. Hey, you guys. You guys. You can't be like, look how bad it is. Oh, by the way, look how good it is. So, okay, let's all just be real here, all right? Yes, OLED offers better black levels, and the fact that you don't have to deal with, you know, even the best solutions for LED backlit displays, which are individually addressable zones where you can dim zones of the display at a time. It's never going to be as good as some kind of self-emissive display technology. But it's also not that bad unless you're running like a TV from like 10 years ago. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on the matter. That's my 2 cents on the matter, all right? You know what I'm surprised isn't here is I actually just saw, oh wait, oh here's something. No, this isn't it though. I mean, this is really cool, but I just saw LG announce, I thought it was like a micro LED display for like commercial. For whatever reason, it's not in here. All right, so is this just the, okay, so it's them doing their sort of technology art thing where they've got a bunch of rolling displays that are doing a kind of cool thing. All right, neat. This is definitely the sort of thing that would be more impressive in person, but hey, we'll give the Docent a shot.
Next up, we have the Fountain, featuring the world's first rollable TV, made possible by LG's industry-leading OLED technologies.
Yep, that's definitely a rollable TV. All right, so I know I glossed over things a little bit, but if you guys want to check this out and get more detail, we're going to have it linked in the video description. You can let the Docent talk you through all of the LG advantages. Probably the first places that I would hit would be the gaming displays over here and I mean, ZX is cool from like a drool-worthiness standpoint, but really I think most people, ZX, Z10, but G10 is the one that I would probably really be checking out. I'm surprised that they don't have any 9 series in here because I believe they still offer them, don't they? Oh no! They have actually, they've got their value offering out. B9's out now, right? Or B10 rather.
BX?
Yeah, BX or B10. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have B10 in here. So that's something you're gonna wanna, I guess it's not in the booth, so you're gonna wanna go look that up independently.
Like you can buy it at Best Buy?
Yep, so that's their more affordable compared to the C series OLED line.
Yeah, 65 inch for 2,000.
Yep, 65 inch, $2,000. Good shiz. All right, that's pretty much it. So guys, true to the title of the video, this is not a game, but it's definitely created in a game engine, and it's actually, to LG's credit, this is a pretty cool way. I think there's definitely some room for more polish, but this is a pretty cool way to experience something like this. What I really want to see is actually, I mentioned this when I walked into the booth, that it was nice for it to not be crowded, but I actually think it would be kind of sick if it was crowded. What do you think, Jake? Like if you could stand in it, kind of like a big chat room and like...
Oh, VR chat.
Yeah, like VR chat, but like a trade show
That would be
demo?
I thought you were just talking about like NPCs.
No, NPCs would be lame.
Because if there was NPCs, the NPCs would have to make noise, otherwise it would be weird and that would be bad.
Yeah, no, this would be sick. All right, so that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you on WAN Show in a couple hours. Oh yeah, right. Check out the booth. Link in the video description.
And LTTstore.com.
And LTTstore.com. Stay hydrated.